So a couple of my sisters asked me to build them some clappers that do quilting, and really wasn't sure what a clapper was. They kind of explained to me how they're used, and I looked them up online a little bit, see how they're made. This is kind of my version of it here. I'll show you how we make these. So what do you do with the clappers as they do their quilting and they iron it down? They use this to hold the seam down. So you need something heavy, something easy to iron, and then put on there to hold it down. So these are what I came up with. I made 2 of these for my sisters and 1 for my aunt. And in surprise, they come back and made me this fishing quilt. So appreciate that. So I've got some made here. I'll show you how you make these, and appreciate you watching again, guys. All right, we're just gonna square these up to 8.5, and then I'm gonna glue them, and then we'll do a final fine cut when we glue them, just to square the edges all up. Just put a little line on each side, a little X. Just kind of help me remember which side I sand it and kind of make sure it's flattened. So we'll do the final sand. All right, so we got everything flattened, squared up. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get ready to glue these up. We're gonna drill 4 dowels in here, 1/2-inch dowels. That way we can pin them together, make them a little stronger, give them a little more good glue joint there. So all right, 1/2-inch Forster bit. We're just going to come down and drill it. We don't want to go all the way through. So we'll set our stop gauge. All right, so I did say I was going to drill these 1/2-inch, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to drill 1/2-inch, the other side 5/8, because trying to dowel, I mean, just to get these all perfect, we could try, I'll try one both 1/2-inch and see how close we get. But typically what I find is that, man, trying to get 4 pins lined up perfectly like that, it's kind of difficult. So let's see what happens. All right, cut me 4 little dowel pins here, just kind of round it over one of the edges on the top. And we'll just put these in there and see if we get them to line up. Like I said, typically try to line up 2's not too bad, but try to line up 4 like this. They do have a little self-centering pins you could use too. It might get you a little closer. So you can kind of see there, I just can't get it. Just one pin, I mean, as tight as the pins are, it's just hard. So anyway, so we'll just drill one side out larger. I guess what I could do is drill 2 halves and 2 larger and then crisscross it. That's not probably a bad idea. I may do that. All right, so I just left the 2 pins and the ones I'm gonna leave half and then drill off the other 2. All right, so we got 2 sides larger, 2 and then pins. Let's see now how much easier once we put these together. So now we got them together. All right, we're gonna get these glued up. I'm making 2 at the same time, so we're gonna get the glue all in there and squeeze them together, and then clamp them all up at the same time. All right, next thing we do, we got it glued up. We're just gonna use a sled here, square up all the sides, knock all the glues off. So size, end up size, probably not gonna really matter. It's probably gonna end up somewhere around 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Right now I've got it just under 8 1/2. just clean at the edge. All right, we got all 4 sides cleaned up. Next thing we do, we'll take and sand this down just a little bit more, and then stick it on the CNC and put our imprint in here. Alright, for the handle material, we're just going to use some 2x2 maple, and then I'm going to put some walnut in the middle. I'm going to cut this one in half. I need just 2 inches this way. I just need a 1/4 inch of maple or walnut in the middle. So what we're going to do is just take these down to 2 inch. Alright, I found another small piece of walnut. Give me enough. I should be able to get 3 handles out of this. Alright, we're going to take our block here we glued up with the 2 pieces of maple and walnut in the middle. Just going to turn it into a little small knob for the top of the clapper, so we'll get that done next. All right, we got the knob all turned, just simple knob. This here's the dowel that will drill 1/2 inch. So I've got this down to 1/2 inch here. This will be the dowel. And then we'll just take it off right there and take it off right down there. All right, we got it all sanded down, get the little knob made. So next thing is just to glue that in. That's what it's gonna look like. Appreciate you guys watching the video here again, and hope you like the clappers. And once again, take a shout out to my sisters and aunt for making me this beautiful quilt. They did a really awesome job on it. Some of the stitching in here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually got the fish hooks when they did the stitching. So thank you all again for watching. See you on the next one.